members that get customers, let's do a 3 and 3 party at your house. Let's do a 3 and 3 party at your house. Let's get you free product. Really? Don't you think Jabita would taste better free? I do, right? Let's do a party for you. So we start creating this little diagram with customers. 60% right now in my organization in New Mexico, 60% of the ones that are in Albuquerque that I work with, 60% of all the customers that we've ever brought on are now members in Jabita. Simply because of this program. Because think about this. I bring in Don and Bill, and they're just customers loving it. I do a party at their house. They bring in Dr. Chi and Tom Bowman. They come to look at the business because they think they're going to be customers. And Tom walks up to me and goes, you know what? Wow, this makes business sense. I'd like to just do the business. How easy would it be to go to Tom and say, hey, Tom, or Bill, hey, Tom wants to join the business. I'd be happy to take him. I'd much rather give him to you. Right? And he says, really, what would that do? Well, you join tonight. Tom signs up. You make $100. You only pay $400. You still have 14 boxes of coffee, and we'll just do this again for you. Is that okay? See, it's about explaining to them, going, wow, that makes more sense. That's like, yeah, I'll do that. Right? I tell people, you can't lose. You can't lose right now. Okay? So let's create a distribution of customers. First order bonuses. Obviously, this is immediate money for us. This, again, can help someone make $400 to $500 per month just on their personal activity. I was always told that when you create a business and you're creating a distribution, if you can bet on one person in your entire business, that one person you should bet on is you. If you're going to bet on anyone, bet on yourself. And you might create a downline organization and you're going to start telling them, hey, we need to start doing this because you want to try to make money with them. But you realize you can create an income just based on what you do based on this comp plan. And if you simply just basically enroll 1 or 2 people, and you guys know this for a fact, that if you do a Java party with 10 people, you will probably guarantee get one person that loves the business. So if you did 2 Java parties a week, that's 10 people at each Java party, and you personally brought in 2 people a week, and you were just an associate, you'd make $200 a week. That's $800 a month. Could $800 a month cover some of your mortgages, part of your mortgages, your car payments, your insurance? My wife and I, we pay, our insurance went up like crazy. Could just bringing in 2 people, if I worked a full-time job, could that help me? Of course. What if you're a supervisor? $155 times 2, $310 a week, over $1,200 a month. Are you kidding me? And I'm just on point number 3. You can literally create this comp plan to become whatever you want, to match whatever their needs and goals are in your organization. But you have to take the responsibility to learn it first. Does that make sense? So this right here, I tell people, first order bonus, you control your own destiny. And we haven't even gotten to the TDIs yet where this is going to really compound on each other, right? But this first, number 3, and then number 4, top enroller, oh my gosh. My wife and I, we've had the privilege of being able to see 2 people in our organization become top enrollers. One of our managers, TJ, up in Chicago, when he first came into business, he enrolled a gentleman, and the gentleman knew that at first place he was going to get $2,000. He went out to all the nail salons, right? And he enrolled 15 people at $9.99. 15 business owners, $9.99. He made $250 times 15. Then he hit first place, made another $2,000. His first 30 days in the business with only 15 business partners made $5,300. Would that fire you up? Hit supervisor in 30 days? Come on. Let's really talk numbers here, what I tell people. Okay? So, every month, resets. Let's go after it. You really want this to work? I tell people, let your actions speak louder than your words. You need this to work? Let's go. Point 3 and 4, on your efforts alone, we can knock this out. And because our business is about multiplication, not addition, your 1 could turn into none, or your 1 could be Tom Bowman turned into 25,000 plus. See, this is a game of multiplication. Your 1 person you recruit is not going to turn into 1. The 1 you recruit may turn into many. We just got to find the 1, right? Can you imagine what this can simply do, right? So 3 and 4, let's talk about stars. This is the foundation of our business. We focus on stars So people say, give me a game plan. Give me a game plan. What should I do this week? Okay, you got to promote people to Star. And then promote them to Star. Okay, but yeah, what about this? Or what? You don't need to know that. Here's what you need to know. You get people to Star. Those stars become stars. They basically take those stars. They promote stars. You become a star builder. From that, the wave pushes up. You hit supervisor. You keep going stars, star builders. You become a manager. Star builders. You promote supervisors, more stars, turns to managers, directors. Everything will flow up. Trust me. This business is about creating a foundation. You want a big foundation. You want a solid foundation so you can build your $1 million Jevita mansion on top of that foundation. But if you don't build it with stars, you're building it on quicksand. If you're just trying to get people in and not get them success, you're not building for long term. You want to build this business long term so that you can pass this on to your children. And you can create $1 million Starbucks business, right? And it starts with creating stars. What stars? Obviously, you guys know. When in our organization, we try to teach our organization that you have a Java party within 3 days and then on your 4th day. We try to basically do 2 Java parties within 7 days to set our new members up to hit star 7. And if they don't hit star 7, at least if they recruit 1 rep, they still have 3 weeks left to get the other 2 reps, right? We understand the power of the star position. The star position is going to do many, many things, especially now with the star bonus pool. This right here is very foreign to me because it's like profit sharing, and in my last company, there was no profit sharing. So as we build this large organization, 1% now of 4.5 million is great. 1% of 10 million sounds better. 1% of 20 million sounds even better. 10 years from now, 1% of 35 million. You know, the last company I was with, they closed out last year like 900 million. You divide that by 12 months and do 1% of that and say you were the first one. Where are you going to be 10 years from now? See, that's what we're doing. We're building foundations for a long-lasting business for 10 years from now. Okay? Obviously, Star Bonus Program, we want to do this to duplicate, right? Star Builders, Star Bonus, Star Builders, Star Builders, Star Builders, and everyone becomes at 2%. This right here is so awesome. We have a brand new group in Albuquerque. This girl comes in. It's so funny. This is how Jevita is. She comes into the business, uses the product for 30 days, and says, okay, well, maybe I'll get some people together to join. We say, you know what? Don't put the cart before the horse. Just join the business. Trust me, this is going to work. The product works for you. It's going to work. She comes in the business, has 10 people. 10 people. Those 10 people, 5 people join. She hits star within 24 hours of her signing up. Turns around. We do another Java party 3 days later. She ends up now promoting all 3 of her stars. They invite people. Everyone invites to a Java party. She hits star builder in 48 hours and then hits consultant the exact same day. Now she's off to the races, right? She basically, with all that momentum, she is so jacked out of her mind. She brings in 2 more people. This month, she will promote 5 stars underneath her. She will hit star builder, but more importantly, I told her, you're going to participate in 2%. 2%. I said, your shares should be anywhere from 130 maybe to 150, depending on what the company makes. So if it's 140, you're going to make 140 times 5 just for helping those 5. And she's like, really? I said, yeah. And the great part about it is that you can enroll as many people as you want, and you can move them around as much as you want. And I said, then it won't affect your income. And she's like, what? I said, 2% of 4.5 million sounds good. 2% of 10 sounds better. 2% of 30 million sounds even better to me. Where do you think we're going to be 10 years from now? Do you think we're early or are we late? Right? So we're going to build stars. And we're going to create a foundation for each and every one of our members. But we have to take, again, responsibility to teach them. Do not assume that your people know exactly what you're talking about. Okay? Team development bonuses. This is, I love this. You know, my first 15, 20 days of coming to Jevita, we enrolled almost 20 people because of this TDIs. These TDIs are unbelievably powerful. Do you realize that you can literally create a business within a business of your downline just by your simple enrollment of people? You know how crazy this is? It's like, the Dylans will be talking later about phase one, and phase one is where all the fun happens.